The federal government has been advised to provide urgent solutions to the needs of Nigerians and refrain from misplaced priorities. Shehu Gabam, the controversial national chairman of the Social Democratic Party, has given a piece of crucial advice while briefing journalists in Abuja on the imperative need for the government to address the prevalent challenges in the country. The SDP national chairman says the party is in support of the Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) on their demand for higher pay for workers.
Of the opinion of Nigerians that the economy is doing very, very badly, which means that the presidency needs to go back to the drawing board and find a way to create an inviting environment and a prosperous economy. The labor union demands are valid, they are necessary, and we are standing by the labor union. When the president removed the fuel subsidy, they should have anticipated how difficult the situation will be for Nigerians. They should have anticipated that the cost of livelihood of an average Nigerian will be drastically affected. These are the consequences of removing 400% of fuel subsidy, the consequences of overtaxation of Nigerians that have nothing doing, struggling to meet with daily demands of life, feed themselves, feed their family. You cannot have it all. The policy must have human face. We know that we are coming to this. And there's no way you can fault the labor union for fighting for their comrades, fighting for other Nigerians. When we all go to the same market, we go to the same hospital, our children go to school. These are direct impact on the citizen, direct, not indirect. Now, if you are paying somebody 30,000 or 40,000 or assuming 60,000, what is the cost of the bag of rice in the market today? It's over 80,000. Virtually all the foodstuff have skyrocketed. Virtually everything, including ingredients for family to cook. They cannot afford it. So what do you expect them to do? To go into crime? And you are trying to stop corruption? How will you stop a civil servant from corruption when you deny him means of livelihood? You are not paying him the salary that will take care of his family, take care of health issues.
Gabam says the change of the national anthem has not changed the cost of living and insecurity across the country.
Rocketing foodstuff. You have agencies that are in charge of monitoring food supplies and what have you. You have not within 48 hours came up with a bouncing order, strict and decisive. But within 48 hours, you pass a bill of changing the national anthem. Something is fundamentally wrong. They need to know. Nigerians are watching. The Nigeria of 10 years ago is not the Nigeria of today. The social media that you are seeing is not leaving anyone. There's no cover for everyone. Whatever we do will be held responsible for it. It's being recorded on daily basis. Some of the things we saw on the social media, it keeps being my imagination, how do they get access to it? That shows that the biggest weapon that has ever been produced is this telephone system. It's the biggest monitor of the world. It checkmates excesses of everyone. So the government must be very careful about their behavior. Classified documents are going out on daily basis. That shows that something is wrong with the management of the system. Some people within the system are sabotaging the system. So you don't mix up priorities and allow system to be compromised by a few people who believe in commercializing Nigeria. Nigeria must survive. Nobody created Nigeria. It is God in his infinite mercy that created Nigeria. And I heard the president last week saying that nobody bargained to be a Yoruba man or a Hausa man or an Igbo man or any other tribe. These are the sole authorities and powers of God. And God have decided on that. Nobody can change it. Now, if the president can say this, which means there is no reason why people should be treated differently, irrespective of tribe or location or where they come from. If you want to get a job for someone, You have to find a way to bribe or lobby. When Nigerians are competent for a job, they cannot get it. They have to keep on going around the cycle, seeking for intervention, someone to talk to someone. It happens to me of recent. My elder brother's son, who went through a training to join Navy. Some people that have not participated were taken. Him that participated and passed through, he was not taken. And the boy was crying, calling me to intervene, to do this. I said, look, I'm not going to bribe anybody. He's a nurse. And he's going as a nurse. Why should I go and bribe and lobby somebody for something that is all right? So these are the situations that we are in. The more we deceive ourselves, the more we'll go into deeper problems. It's not good for the country. The agencies must allow Nigerians to feel that the country belongs to them. You don't discriminate. Because my father is a president, and somebody's father is not a president or is not a councillor, his child will not have opportunity to get employed. This is not rational. This is not patriotism.
He called on the federal government to give a better offer even as the unions suspend the nationwide strike.